Hi guys again. Today we're going to study a vocabulary lesson 22. Please open your box page 87, and we have a list of words. The first word is the word abstain. Abstain. Please, I read the first example with you. We need to find a clue to the meaning of the word, or sometimes he gives us the meaning directly. So listen please, and for the next words guys, you will also read and try to find out a clue to the meaning. Guys, after reading each example, okay, I'll pause and you have to pause the video, okay, for 1 minute no more, and try to find out a clue to the meaning of the word, the word or the main word here. The first word, as I said, is the word abstain. Listen to the example. Few people who've read Wilding can abstain from commenting on it. It's difficult to keep from expressing an opinion because Thoreau's writings inspire such strong reactions in people. Now, please pause the video for seconds, okay, and try to find a clue to the meaning of the word abstain. That's number one. Number two, guys, you have also to find out which part of speech it is. Is it a verb, an adjective, a noun, etc.? Well, he said, few people who've read Walden can abstain. So normally the word abstain here is a verb. Okay, do you have a clue to the meaning? Okay, if you continue reading the second sentence, he said, it's difficult to keep from expressing an opinion. It's difficult to keep from expressing an opinion. I guess that your guessing was correct, which is the keep from. So the clue to the meaning of the word abstain, or the meaning of the word abstain, is to keep from. So now guys, go to page 89 and try to find the meaning of the word abstain. The word abstain is number 11. To choose to do without or to refrain from. So abstain, refrain, or to choose not to do without. Okay, so abstain means to refrain or sometimes to stop. Okay, he abstained or they abstained from voting in the election. So again, to choose to do without and or to refrain from. So the word abstain is number 11. Now, the next word. Let's read the word, please. And this time, guys, I'll give you the chance to read the example. Okay, after reading the example, you have to find a clue to the meaning or the meaning of the word. The word catharis. The word catharis. Read it, please, for just 1 minute and try to find out the meaning. Pause the video now and read it. Well, I read the example with you again, and I guess that your guessing was true. He said one reason to read literature is that it can bring about a catharsis. You may experience a purifying release of emotions when you read Walden. So guys, what is the clue here? Okay, I guess that you have all reached the answer, which is a purifying release of emotions. Again, purifying release of emotions. That's the clue or the meaning of the word catharsis. Move to the next page and try to answer the question. Okay, the word catharsis, which one is it? Which number is it? It's number 18. So it's purging, purifying by ridding of emotions, especially through the experience of art. So guys, you can use the word in a sentence. So you can say music is a means of catharsis for me. It means that it's a means to purify my emotions. When I have some emotions and I want to get rid of them, okay, so I listen to music or I play the music. So I can say music is a means of catharsis for me. Now move to the next word, number 3. It's credence. Read the example, please, and try to find a clue to the meaning. about the video, please, and then start reading. And you have to tell me which part of speech is it. I'm sorry, guys, but back to the previous word, the word catharsis. Okay, we forgot to say that it's a noun. It's a noun. Now, credence. Take your time reading, please. Well, Thoreau believed that it was possible to be happy living a simple life in the woods. He gave credence to the idea that simpler is better. That simpler is better. Did you reach, guys, a clue to the meaning? A word that can help you find out the meaning? Again, the example, Thoreau believed it was possible to be happy living a simple life in the woods. And he gave credence to the idea that simpler is better. To the idea that simpler is better. Guys, that simpler is better, you can say, we can say that we can accept it as valid or true. So you have also the word believed here. The word believed can give you a hint. So to the meaning of the word credence. So you can say that the word credence can mean belief, acceptance of something as true or valid. So the word credence, it's a noun. Okay, you have some words that can help you figure out the meaning, which is the word, which are the word believed, and the words like, or the idea that simpler is better. So you can consider that these words are very helpful in determining the meaning. So move to the next page, which is credence, which is, it's number 15, guys. Belief, acceptance as valid or true. Acceptance as valid or true. Now, the next example, the word is pronounced idle. The word is idle, and you have, of course, other words which have the same pronunciation but different meanings, of course. So the word idle. Read the example, please. Try to find out which part of speech it is. Okay, and if you have a clue to the meaning, or if you can figure out the meaning from reading the example. So the example reads, just as peaceful country life is the subject of an idyll, life in the woods is the subject of Thoreau's Walden. Again, just as peaceful country life is the subject of an idyll, life in the woods is the subject of Thoreau's Walden. So, have you reached the clue, guys? Have you identified it? I think it's simple, it's easy, and it's very clear here. Yeah, right, guys. So peaceful country life is the clue to the meaning. So which part of speech is it? So he said an idyll. So normally it's a noun. So move to the next page and try to find the meaning of the word. Okay, yeah, it's number 17. A short description of peaceful country life. Okay, a scene suitable for such a work. So the word idyll, a short description of peaceful country life. Peaceful country life. So we do have the meaning or the clue to the meaning in the example given. So remember, guys, that if you have a city, where everyone lives peacefully, no problems, everyone enjoys his or her freedom. So if it's imaginative one, we call it utopia. So utopia, it's a peaceful world where people live peacefully, they live happily, they have no problem. But of course, it's an imaginary one. It's not a real one. Utopia. Just remember that word. Now move to number 5. The word omnivorous. Which part of speech is it? That's number 1. Number 2, a clue to the meaning. I guess that you have studied that word before in science. You studied it already. So the example reads, Thoreau was omnivorous in his study of nature. How was he omnivorous? Check the second sentence. He eagerly took in everything around him. So how was he omnivorous, guys? So he took in everything around him. So what is the clue to the meaning? It's what? It's took in. It's took in. Again, the word omnivorous means took in. Guys, which part of speech is it? He said Thoreau was omnivorous in his study of nature. Of course, it's an adjective. It's an adjective. So the word omnivorous, and of course we have the meaning here, which is taking in everything, or he took in everything. Remember, guys, that we studied, or you've already studied that word in science before, in biology, for example, the word omnivorous, which means eating every kind of food, whether plants, vegetables, or animals, or flesh. So omnivorous, okay, it's an adjective describing an animal, for example, that eat flesh and plants. Omnivorous. Remember, you have also herbivorous and carnivorous. Herbivorous eats plants. Okay, carnivorous eats flesh. So the meaning, guys, or the answer now is number 16. It's an adjective, as we said, and it means eating every kind of food, both animal and vegetables, eagerly taking in everything, and that's the meaning that we had in the example. Eagerly taking in everything. Now let's move to the next example. Guys, you will have your time reading, guys. I will not read the example first. You will have to read it first. You have to find a clue to the meaning. You have to also to determine which part of speech it is. The word is pronounced entity. Entity. Now please pause the video and read, and I'll provide you with the correct answer. Well, Thoreau seemed to believe that every entity in the world, from a mosquito to a human being, was worth noticing and studying. Do we have a clue, guys? Have you found out a clue to the meaning? Of course, the words or the phrase "from a mosquito to a human being," from a mosquito to a human being, that can give you a clue to the meaning, of the word entity. So move to the next page, guys, and try to find the answer. The word entity, which one? The word entity, it's number 20. Yeah, a being, something was independent existence. So guys, your clue or your guessing was true. Why? Because he said a being, something was independent with independent existence, okay, either in actuality or in one's mind. So guys, entity is number 20. That's the correct answer. And here, as we said, guys, it's a noun. Now the next one, the same. You will do the same, guys. Pause the video, please. After I say the words pronunciation, pause the video for just 1 minute, no more. Try to find out a clue to the meaning or the meaning itself, okay, and which part of speech it is. Well, the word dissipate. Some readers may get the impression that Thoreau wasted his time on unimportant things. For example, they may feel that he dissipated precious hours in listening to a mosquito buzz outside his window. Yeah, I guess it's clear, and I get that your guessing was also correct. He said that in the first sentence. He said that he wasted his time on unimportant things. He wasted his time on unimportant things. That's the first one. Okay, so what did he do to say or to judge that he wasted his time or not? He said here he dissipated precious hours. He dissipated precious hours in listening to a mosquito buzz outside the window. Guys, suppose that you're wasting your time or you're spending your time listening to a mosquito buzz. Of course, you're wasting your time that way. So the word dissipated, we have a clue to the meaning or the meaning itself, which is the word wasted. So the word wasted can help you figure out the meaning of the word dissipated. So number 2, guys, which part of speech is it? He said he dissipated precious hours. He dissipated precious hours. He wasted precious hours. So that word is a verb. So move to the next page and try to find out the meaning. The word dissipated, it's number 19, to spread in every direction, to scatter, or to waste. Number 19, a verb, to spread in every direction, to scatter, or to waste. Now move to number 8. The word entomology. 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 That's the pronunciation of the word. Just on how I have a simple remark here, guys. The first O in that word, which is after ent, so E-N-T and O. Guys, that O, guys, is not pronounced O. It's pronounced as schwa. So please do not pronounce it into. It's not into. It's entomology. And also the last O after the letter L is also a schwa sound. So do not say entomology. No, it's not pronounced that way. So entomology. Entomology. Guys, which part of the speech is it? And include the meaning. Now take your time reading it. Just 30 seconds, no more. You need no more time. And tell me which part of speech is it, and which part of speech it is, and the meaning, if possible. Remember, guys, that ology here means science, so it will be, or it will mean the science of something. So read it, please. Well, thus, Thoreau probably understood the appeal of all natural science, even entomology, the study of insects. Guys, he didn't give you a clue to the meaning. He already provided you with the meaning of the word. After the word entomology, he said the study of insects. Guys, remember that's an appositive phrase. The appositive phrase, guys, is just a definition. It adds information to the noun or the pronoun it refers to, or it modified. So entomology, it means the study of insects. Go to the questions, guys. The answer is, of course, number 12. And before we answer again, which part of speech is it? It means the study of insects. It's a science, so it's normally it's a noun. So a branch of zoology that deals with insects. So entomology, it's number 12. The next one, prototype. 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 Guys, regarding the example here, guys, I'll provide you with a different example, and you will read it, of course. You will read it later, but I provide you with an example that can help you find out or figure out the meaning of the word prototype. Okay, when this car company first started its manufacturing, okay, its prototype was displayed in a museum. Again, when the car factory started its manufacturing or started its production, its prototype was displayed in a museum. So what do you think, guys, the word prototype means here? So I get that you understand it now. You got the meaning already, because you know it's the first thing made of something, for example. So when I say prototype of a car, for example, so the original model on which the other models are based, or a standard example. So let's read the example, please. I read it with you. Was Thoreau a prototype for modern naturalists? Certainly, many naturalists have modeled themselves after him. So they have modeled themselves after him because he was a prototype. He was a prototype. So, guys, number one, which part of speech is it? Of course, it's a noun. And what does it mean? Or the clue to the meaning? The clue is the word modeled. So the word modeled is the clue to the meaning. So modeled. The answer is number 14, an original model on which subsequent forms are based, or a standard example. Now, the last word, guys, which is the word tepid. the word tepid. Read it silently, please, for 1 minute, and of course, guys, you will do the same as every time. Read it silently, please. Pause the video and think of the meaning. Which part of speech is it? Well, I read it again for you. You might be deeply inspired by Thoreau's philosophy, or you might be strongly offended by it. Inspired or offended. Inspired or offended. But if you're like most readers, so you are not deeply inspired, you are not strongly offended. You're like most readers. So in the middle, you mean. You won't have a tepid reaction to Thoreau. You won't have a tepid reaction to Thoreau. So what do you think it means here, guys? Again, you are not deeply inspired. You are not strongly offended by it. So your feeling about his philosophy, guys. What's your feeling now? Are you really inspired by it? No. Are you really offended by it? No, you are. You're like most readers. So of course you have a lack, or you lack excitement or interest. So you're not deeply inspired, you're not offended. So you lack excitement or interest, of course, and of course it has a different meaning, which is when something is tepid, you can say it's slightly warm or warm. So let's find the answer, guys. The word tepid. Yeah, slightly warm, lukewarm, lacking warmth or of feelings or enthusiasm. So now we are done, guys, with that lesson. Please study the words again, and inshallah we will meet in different videos, in some videos in the next week, inshallah. Guys, you have to do page 90. It's your homework. Do it alone, please, after you study the words, in order to to check your understanding of their words. Thank you for listening, guys. See you soon. Bye.